Hey everyone, welcome to my live stream here on Twitch and lichess.org. International Master William Paschall. We're playing our proverbial weird opening stream. I've titled the overlay Exotic Openings Blitz Rapid. So welcome everybody. It's Wednesday. We're on schedule, just a couple minutes late, but glad to be here. We are going to be playing challenges, casual challenges 5+3 through 7+3. For those of you that don't know me, we always do this range of challenges between 5+3 and 7+3. Because Zen Chess and Morwa are here. Hello. Hello.
Yes.
No! No. Alright, yes or no? What is up? Hello. Are you ready, Teddy, to play? So guys, ready to get started. The Pondas are in the house. Zen Chess and Morwa. I got two really strong players right off the bat. 2193, 2139. They're inverted. 393. Alright. Let's get started, guys. Welcome to the stream. So any challenge 5-3, 5-4, 5-5, 6-3, 6-4, 6-5, 7-3. Those time controls are cool. So the range between 5 and 7 minutes with a 3 to 5 second increment up to a maximum of 7+3. Asterbait, good to see you. What's up? Spectacular Camus. Spectacular Camus. Alright, let's try E4. What can we do? I have a band-aid on my finger. Like a tiny cut that just hurt really bad. And I was desperate. In desperate pain. It's the smallest cuts that hurt the worst. This is one of those weird things. Getting bit by a shark hurts like less than this. As far as at least what I've seen on TV. But F3, E6, not that I know firsthand. I think I was bit by a shark once, but I was lucky to escape. Old sailor stories. Alright, what are we going to play here? Spectacular Camel. Hey, what's up, GCS? The Camel said I played a great game yesterday with a crazy opening. Weird openings today? What am I doing? Oh, God. Weird openings. I almost played a normal opening. Alright, I'm going to turn it into a Smith-Morra. It was like, I almost forgot to play something weird. So, the Smith-Morra delayed. Wow, and he didn't take. Who did you guys remind me to play the weird openings today? He did not take. So he's giving me essentially a good French. A good French where... I think it's a good French. What is this, actually? Yeah, it's like I played a French of an advanced variation where he exchanged pawns. That should be good for me. An early exchange of pawns. I guess I don't have to play e5, but what else am I going to play there? Nothing else really strikes me as good. Now what? Knight c3 or bishop d2? King e2. What's up, guys? So good to see all my friends here. Everything is going well. Hopefully it stays that way. Turns 3 and g4 against the Dutch can work great. But you can play, I mean, I've seen d4, f5, h3. And of course seen d4, f5, g4. Alright, so now it looks like starting knight takes d4. So, if knight c3, knight takes d4. We don't have any sort of traps, or do we? Yes, we do. Alright. So we can just play this. No, we can't. Damn it. Wow, that's weird. I wish I was more familiar with this type of position. So what am I supposed to do? If knight c3, knight takes d4, knight takes d4, queen takes d4. Something like knight to b5. Bishop d2. Queen d2. It also has queen takes b2 there. Okay, knight c3, take, queen takes, knight b5. Bishop takes d2, queen d2, queen d2, king d2. With compensation. I don't know, it's interesting. Alright, this is probably not the best move, but I thought it's interesting. Now he'll probably not even take the pawn or something. I thought for like half an hour about sacking this pawn. See, he just makes like this automatic routine move. Like, no big deal. A3 now. Seems lazy, but it makes some sense. It's disturbing when my opponents play this fast, but I think it's the right strategy, particularly in a rapid game. In France, it's snowing 7 centimeters. Wow. Yeah, in Budapest, they have snow too. My son brought home snow and showed me on Skype. He showed me a snowball. It's kind of funny. Sharing your snowballs on Skype. Any requirement to challenge? Well, I do ask that people have 100 games, approximately 100 games. So I don't normally take challenges from people who just created like brand new accounts or haven't played anything but Bullet, anything longer than Bullet, 100 games or so. The only real requirement and a challenge that's casual. I have a lot of requirements actually. I'm very particular. Oh, knight g6. What's that about? Well, I mean, when in doubt, develop pieces. Did I berserk this game? It looks like that, doesn't it, JCS? I was just thinking the same thing, more or less. Yeah, it looks like my berserk game with that mystery IM yesterday. Except it was opposite. He had 3 minutes and I had like 6. Exactly. The dude plays so fast. But I mean, I think when you have 7 minutes, it's useful to use your time in the opening. Wow. Wow. B4 looks pretty good. If he tries anything like castling queen, he's gonna be sorry. And E5 also, I have B5. E5 actually, I might take on E5 first. There's a lot of possibilities. I could just win a pawn. Bishop takes G6, then take on E5. So the requirements are 100 games, casual, and a time control between 5 plus 3 and 7 plus 3. 5, 5, 5, 4, 5, 3, 6, 5, 6, 4, 6, 3, or 7, 3. As he said, my opponents leave with 7 minutes left. They just never show up, in other words. Good to see you guys. Thanks for subscribing to the stream. Of course, thanks to JCS for being our moderator. What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Spent the morning doing all kinds of non-chess stuff. Taking my mom to the doctor. Going to the bank. Going to the supermarket. Lots of good, wholesome stuff like that. Alright, so couple different ways I can win a pawn here. The other option was b5. Structurally, I'm better. King safety is kind of up in the air here for both sides. Now after knight takes e5. Kind of weird situation. This looks okay. I mean, he may have some cheapo threats and stuff like that. Incredible day. Tell us about your incredible day, Bob. B8. Did you have your B8 today? We're catching up on time. You're commenting on my incredible day. Yeah, it's exciting. The bank, the supermarket, and the doctor. It's a good time. Actually, my mom my mom is basically doing what she did to me when I was a little kid. Like, I'll never forget this. Like, she always used to lie about when we had to go somewhere, that there were like multiple things we had to do, but she would only tell me about one, you know, and always she would do that. Like, oh, we have to go to the bank. And then there would be like these two other things that nobody told me about. And so we still end up doing all these extra things. I'm still going to the bank with my mom after all these years. And the doctor. And the supermarket. Just the same as when I was a kid, except it's like reversed. Now I'm organizing everything. Bob, this is exotic openings, not erotic openings today, okay? Okay? Erotic openings was last week. Knight takes d7. Oh, this is weird. I miscalculated something. Wait a minute. Knight takes d7. Pawn takes pawn. Oh, that's evil. And then, like, I didn't see this. Well, I can just... Yeah, you can just what? I made this assumption about this position, actually. That's always dangerous, making assumptions. Feels like I should have some fantastic move here. The Fantastic Four. Okay, Queen G5. That was not on the radar originally. This is starting to become something I'm interested in. Takes on G6 check. I mean, that's an interesting move. There's also Queen F4. Queen F4 might be... Queen F4 is almost the bomb. Queen F4 is the bomb? Wow. It's not good enough. Then he just castles. Oh, man, that's so irritating. Queen G5. And then take on G6 with check. The original plan was to take on D7, but he has stupid pawn takes pawn, pawn takes bishop at knight. I thought I had knight takes b6, but I'm driving my queen with check. I probably had a better move here, but I started to panic for the time pressure. You start panicking, you start seeing ghosts, and not, you know, calmly analyzing the possibilities. Move 11 just suggested castles, which is a interesting move, and it's surely good. See, if I was calm, I would have found castles. This is surprising, but probably good for him. And why is so tactical? Oh, he's gonna let me castle? I think he forgot that was legal. He's supposed to stop me from castling. It's not a horse, it's a brony. Pony brony. I love My Little Pony. Wait, what was my favorite pony again? I can't remember. I can't remember. Step up and have a visitation. Alien visitations. Oh yeah, that's it. That's out there. Oh man. All right. Man, he must be a good bullet player. 2177. He's played mostly bullet. He needs to slow down. An inspection. It's more probe. An alien probe. I'm watching Project Blue Book in the other room, so it's appropriate. Alien probe position. Thank you for the comment on the beard. Yeah, I knew you'd see it my way. My God, where does he come up with these moves? With his king out on d5. Will I ever have a threat against the black king? I've given up on trying to mate him. Man, that was tough. Very, very tough. I'm looking forward to the next game. The king, man. That was a brave king. No fear. He just like out onto the diagonal. Hey, honey, I think I'll have the walk out of the veranda. All right. Let's go out to game two. Zen Chess is up next, and then Vichy the player user. User is 2298. As long as he's got 100 games. All right, that's cool. So let's play Zen. We got tough players: two 2100s, a 1900, and a 2200. 2200. Did I have some mate analysis, please? My internal computer engine is not working today. Zen Chess busting out the B4, the weird opening theme. It's such a long game that I almost forgot we're supposed to be playing weird openings. I tried to play the Smith Mora, but he refused. So it was a Smith Mora declined of sorts. Wing Gambit. No. So what can we do against the old B4? He's playing the weird opening. I mean, what am I supposed to do, you know? F5 against the Dutch against the Polish. It's like a inter-European war. Dutch against Polish. Who do you guys think is stronger, the Dutch or the Polish? That'd be cool. It's like Risk or something. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying not to play like mainstream stuff here, so that's the point. Weird opening stream. Yeah, I'm like we're Dutch. We're kind of cool, but we're not as tough as the Polish. That's what I'm thinking. But all right, bishop b2. All right. Yeah, I remember studying that at the beginning of World War II and in like junior high school. And so it's like for e5 after all. So I kind of cheated. I ended up like playing e5. I could have just played e5 on move 1. Maybe I don't end up playing e5. Wow. The symmetrical Dutch. The double Dutch. We had a friend. I had a friend, he was like 1500, one of my best friends, and when I started learning chess. And he had the same where the guy played the birds opening. He'd never faced the birds opening before. But he knew like the symmetrical English. So he faced the birds, he didn't know what to do, so he figured he did the symmetrical English. He should do the symmetrical Dutch. So, and we're like, what is that? That's not the symmetrical English, man. The guy played f4. And he's like, well, I don't know. I thought it was good. So we decided to call it the double Dutch. F4. That's like ice cream flavor. The double Dutch treat. I want to sort 5, but he has you know, knight c6 b5. So it's actually kind of tricky here. How the heck do I get, you know, to support my e5? Weird stuff. Just for fun, we're gonna play this. This is a weird open. This is just totally bizarre. Probably not so great for black, but I think I make it work. We're gonna be creative. Maybe I have to sacrifice a pawn here. This is definitely one of the weirdest openings. I consider the Dutch a weird opening. Well, I lost against it Monday. I was mentioning like last week, if you do like a chess base like opening survey of me, I think like the Dutch comes out as my best results against the Dutch. Like I've almost never lost to the Dutch. Maybe I lost Long Trong once, but I basically have lots and lots of wins against the Dutch and almost never lose. I lost to John Curto once and I lost to Trong once. But as far as the rest of the games go, I mean, I can't remember more than like those 2 losses against the Dutch. I probably have like 15, you know, wins against masters in the Dutch. Okay, we're not taking on b4, are we? Retrospect, I should just play this. I was going to play queen h4 check, but I decided to be more circumspect. Yeah, the point was queen h4 originally. But I mean, it's like g3, queen e5, knight f3. I can't win a piece. So I would play like g3, queen b4, and just take the pawn back. But this move is more natural. The real gambit. The real gambit says, what are the rules? There are no rules. No, but I mean, I try not to play like. I don't really normally play like totally ridiculous things. I don't, the bomb cloud or anything ridiculous. Like, I've tried to play real openings that I just are a little bit offbeat, but no, not ridiculous. Weirdest thing I've played is like e4 knight h6, which is an opening that I sort of patented myself. I call it the 3 defense. Basically e4 knight h6, or you can play e4 d5, and then pawn takes pawn knight h6. So like for 3 a.m. defense deferred. So now, for my next trick, bishop takes b4. I guess I have to take with the knight. You were thinking of knight f6. Well, I mean, you're principled. That's a good move, Bob. You know, this is a developing move and controls the center. Bob, are you being sarcastic? e4 knight h6 seems so natural. I think Bob's being sarcastic. Alright. We've got a good game here, I would say. But I mean, still, it's pretty weird. My king position is a little bit. King position is a little sticky. Sketchers. This is kind of against c3, queen b3. I thought that would be very annoying, so I opted for this. I mean, I figured c3 was coming pretty much 100%. Don't really want to give him d4. This is kind of awkward now. Then give him d4 with tempo. Do I really want to? Shoot, this is sort of dumb. Alright, we go to d6 then. Damn it, he has knight d4 here. Damn it. Please don't play knight d4. Please. Please play knight d4. I didn't do it. Didn't do it. Oh no. Alright, I'm not going to fight about developing piece. Fine with me. I'll give up on the macho stuff. Let's trade queens. Because c6, knight d4 kind of pushes me back. Although, maybe that was a better way to play. Actually, what am I? Yeah, his point is that queen a4 check, queen h4. Like, queen a4 check, he no longer gets mated with queen h4. That's what ruined all my fun. That's why I'm angry. The dude is the killer of fun. Killing my fun 24/7. Acerbate was all about that d3, you know, second queen, knight d4, queen h4 check, g3, g3, hg3, bishop g3, mate. He eliminated all that by playing queen a, and he just does the birds opening, like walk about. Camel can consult Heinrich Danielson on moving your king to d1 in the birds opening or something like that. It's probably very standard. If you want to find me, just follow the trail of queen trades. I always feel safer, you know. I feel awkward around women, move 11, so I've always been awkward around girls, so that's why I trade queens. I'm shy. Knight f6, developing pizzas. We've got good control of the center. I like this kind of classical stuff we have going on here. I was surprised he didn't trade queens, though. I mean, that does seem kind of weird. Like, I think he should be cool with the trade of queens, too. I mean, he basically lost time. Yeah, Real Gambit is right, though. I mean, I have the bishop pair. I have something. Nils drinking already? What time is it? I guess it's fairly early there. Yeah, it's pretty late. I mean, early, late, whatever. Be like 2 miles. I'll be there yesterday. No problem. Wow. I mean, they're weakness. It's like weakness city for white now. Welcome to the weak city. He's not committed to anything like castling kingside. Develop your pizzas. Fortunately, I had lunch earlier, so I'm not like Jones for food, so I can talk about food without becoming really upset. Usually, my streams in the evening, I'm like hungry. So that's an issue. Can white buy a dark square bishop? Yeah. It's like the Wheel of Fortune. Can I buy a vowel? Who needs development anyway? I think he's obviously going to castle queenside in this position. Monopoly chess. Yeah, I come back to my career playing professional Monopoly. I like to tell that to really naive people at parties. I got another missed call 36 minutes ago. Yeah, it's a missed call that didn't ring my phone. How do you have a missed call if your phone didn't ring? It's a missed, like, telemarketing scam. Could my phone... Maybe my phone did ring 36 minutes ago, actually. 36 minutes ago was 12:30. That doesn't make sense, though. 4 minutes before the game started, I was sitting right here. That's weird. No, I don't know. They did, apparently. No, but 12:28. Let's see who this is. It's got to be a telemarketer. I'll tell them I'm selling professional Monopoly. Yeah, that was nice. That'd be for Amy. It was for Amy. I can't believe it. Do we get any bit donations for Amy lately? Where's Clash Kid? He likes Amy. I went to the Stop Shop today, this supermarket near my house, and the seafood girl had this name tag. She was like, Amy. Everybody's Amy. I keep thinking this is the person whose, identity I stole when I got my new phone. Oh, you did castle queenside. Oh my god. No. Alright. He castled into it. Wow. El Crimen Desorganizado. That was a good movie. What are we gonna do? Oh my god, the holes. Wow. Look at the holes. Look at the holes there. He was ready for that. Dude, his queen. Oh my god, the queen. Queen mate. That's sick. His queen mate. I have this thing about women. I just don't feel comfortable around women. So, I have to do queen mates. Ouch. That hurts, man. Isn't this losing now for white? Well, it depends on how you look at it. Zen Chess future as a birds opening player. Not great. It wasn't the fault of B4 though, Zen Chess. We don't want to blame B4, I think. Queen mate. See, it's just as good as the normal mate. I mean, it's effectively the same thing. Alright. Vichy the player, Negro Modelo, and BBST. I'm supposed to take subscribers first. None of these BBSD. Wait. BBSD, you are a subscriber, right? Can I get a confirmation? Because I don't remember, guys. If BVD. Yeah, I thought so. All right, so you told me the other day, but you know what's bad for me? Especially people who have names like yours, where it's just like letters. If you had a name where I could make an association with it, you know, like Vichy the player or Negro Modelo, it was like real words, I would never forget your name. But when it's like just random letters and numbers, it's hard for me to remember. All right, so let's go. Oh, Amar Sanaga said, "Do you accept challenges from low-rated players? The lower the better. Less challenging, and I look makes me look good, basically." I'm just kidding. Yeah, everybody's welcome to play. Bob just gifted a tier 1 sub to Amar Sanaga. That's awesome, man. Does subscribing cost money? I'm really bad at Twitch. It does, but it's only like $5 a month. Bob just donated for Amar Sanaga. Okay, so we're supposed to thank you, Bob. We're supposed to put weird, unusual openings, at least, you know, semi-unusual openings for today's stream. That's the theme. ESD. Now, we've played 5 games. I don't remember the games well. What do we got here for weird openings? Let's do the old weird French we played sometimes. You get an electric shock if you play the London system. Absolutely, that's what we do. What's up, Tim? Guys, let's see. We started at 2:30. Sorry, 12:30. So I'm streaming. You know, it's close a little bit. Probably not doing the full 2.5 hours. Is basically what I'm gonna say. I think I'm doing about 2.25. So we can around 2:45. I'd love to do 2 hours, but I have a lesson and I have to like check out my mom and she's okay. So I'm gonna have to stop at 2:45 today. Exchange variation. Yuck. It's not as bad as the London system, I guess. I'm just bored with the London system. Playing exchange French with black. With knight f3 in. Where's Mr. Coffee? He loves this stuff. Who else plays the French here? Acerbate! What's up, man? How you doing with bishop e3? How you doing? How you doing, Acerbate? With the bishop to e3. The Acerbate bishop. Acerbic bishop. I just want to develop my pieces. Mr. Coffee's here. We're playing the French, Mr. Coffee. Look out. I didn't mean to play the normal French. But here we are. Man, knight c3 is kind of irritating. I was really hoping he wouldn't do that. I had to put my knight on f6. I didn't want to put my knight on f6. I wanted to put my knight on e7. Oh my god, it's Joseph Henry Blackburn. He's allowing bishop takes f3, smashing his structure. He doesn't care about that. Man, I don't know. I keep hurting my fingers. I hurt my thumb. I hurt my pointer finger. I'm gonna need sorts of bandages. Knight e4, bishop 5 check. c6, bishop a4. Hey, that's actually... Is that even good? It's just getting weirder and weirder. Knight b4, bishop b5, c6, bishop a4. I know I can take on f3, but I'm a little bit concerned about that. That's not what it's cracked up to be. Maybe I'm being too much of a ninny here. But I feel like that's what he wants. Alright, let's just develop our pizzas. It doesn't get much weirder than this. Yeah, he's totally gone Blackburn style on me. All right, now I've got this though. Maybe I should start thinking about seriously taking that knight. If I've got this move. Also knight e4, which doesn't look half bad. Half baked. Because knight b4 allows knight e5, actually. This is a half-baked idea. I'm not worse, but am I better? You know, that's the thing. Another player who just is playing too fast. I mean, damn, dude. With that provisional rapid rating of 2100. Dude, that's got to get that out of there. That's frightening. He's used 17 seconds for the whole game. That's good. I'm definitely castling queenside. How about you? How about you? You know what I was thinking about? Pizza in Hungary. That you bring it up, acerbate. Hungarians are disqualified from developing pizzas in Italy. Well, the one thing about Hungarian pizza that I realized the other day, they basically, I've seen them copy pretty much every kind of topping on pizzas over there. But one thing I never saw was meatball pizza for some reason. They never realized that you can have meatball pizza. It's like a staple of like New York pizza, I think. So somebody has to clue them in. I'll have to do it. Open my pizza place in Budapest. All right. But Hungarians have a long and tenuous history with pizza. When I went there in the 90s, and still even to this day, tomato sauce is not really a staple thing in Hungary the way it is in Italy or in the United States. So it's actually hard to come by tomato sauce. It's expensive. You don't just buy it. Now you can, but even 15 years ago, it was like kind of not on every in the supermarket. So generally, like when you went and ordered a pizza in like a Hungarian pizza place or something like that, people put ketchup on their pizzas, and it's just really gross. I mean, they still do it even today. It's just disturbing. Just totally disturbing. It's not that tomatoes are hard to come by. It's just not part of their culture the way it is in like Italy or the United States and many other countries. I mean, a fairly not the most common vegetable, not the cheapest either. So knight g3. All right. Yeah, pizza. They have anytime you go to a pizza place in Budapest or in Hungary, they'll like sit you at a table and they'll be like the ketchup bottle like sitting there, and you're wondering like, wait a minute, I'm not in McDonald's or a restaurant where like there's hamburgers being served. Why is there like a ketchup bottle there? Then you watch and you see the people like there's not enough tomato sauce in the pizza, so they supplement it with ketchup. And that disturbed me for a long time. But I'm getting over my what do you call it? Trauma. The trauma of seeing Hungarians eat pizza. Asterbate, you remind me of a funny story. French fry pizza. There was this guy I knew who worked in like a sandwich bar, kind of like a spa, which is an old school pharmacy / like where they had shakes and that kind of thing. Like in the old 50s, you would go to like the pharmacy spa and they would have like like sell drugs and stuff like that, but they would serve milkshakes and even sandwiches and hamburgers and stuff. So my friend was like a short order cook in a place like that, and once this guy came in, he couldn't speak English, and they just like I think it was the guy was like Asian or Chinese, but they just kind of like they couldn't get him to say what he wanted, you know. And they're like, "Want a milkshake?" He was like, "Okay," and they're like, "What kind of milkshake do you want? Vanilla, chocolate?" He couldn't make up his mind, and then somebody was like, they're just trolling him. They were like, "A hot dog shake," you know. It's like this was like the sickest thing ever. But so they okay, yeah, hot dog shake. So they actually like served like a vanilla shake with ground up hot dogs. It's so sick. And they served him and then he actually ate it. It's just, now I'm gonna start laughing again. Every time I think of this story. It was a hot dog frap. The guy was like, he was happy. I'm gonna start laughing. It's so sick. Much better. I mean, it's much better to have like ketchup on pizza than hot dog shake is far worse. But it's definitely in the same category of things that things that do not belong together, right? A frap dog. I'm gonna start losing. Alright, I'm gonna stop now. Alright, just stop. We're here to focus on chess, right, guys? Playing a positional masterpiece. You like Yeah, that's really it was. Alright, now we got a real call, guys. Uh-oh, not the same. Florida, I'm sure this is a real call. Hello? Jesus. That was really ignorant. Alright. So that was 2 troll phone calls in a row. Must be watching. He must be watching the show or something. That was John. He was selling something. But he's done now. Oh no. We're in there. Getting in there. Right, there's this virus on my phone. Queen A4 check. Doesn't quite cut it. King C2 was a good move. You're not allowed to do that. Start playing good moves. How dare you? The London is calling. A hot dog shake. The guy ate a hot dog shake. It's hot. Like a hot dog shake would be like sort of hot, sweet and sour. Maybe like a kielbasa shake or something could work, you know. What's my plan again? Oh, okay, this. I have the weirdest ideas times. Bishop D6. Like Frankfurter soup, exactly. Yeah, like sweet, right? You know, the pork and beans kind of thing. Alright, so what are we doing here? Not afraid of you. Exchange French guy. King D7. I can do that too. No fear. Britannophile. Wow, B4. Wait a minute, why don't I just trade queens and play bishop b7 and win material here? Enough is enough. This was the point originally. So this guy definitely needs to go to the Morwa School of Time Management. They both need to attend time management seminars for, yeah. You guys need to slow down and try to focus more on playing good moves than you do of moving fast. The priority has to be like good moves number 1, move fast number 2. I like how Bob says this stuff. I hung out with this old lady once. Ah, intermezzo. Pawn is a pawn. Just hope there's like access to a way to get through, right? A New Jersey Italian. I wouldn't know anything about them. Half of my friends fit that category when I was in high school. And before that, all my life when I grew up. So half of like South Jersey is like Italian. I don't know. Of course, the European viewers are like, "What are you guys talking about?" People must think my stream is really talking about is like food and hot dog fraps. All right, BBSD is going down 2 in the king and pawn end game. The only chance to be some kind of freaky position where it was like locked. I think there could be a draw instance where he plays G4, and basically it gets locked with like G4 H4. G4 H4 G5. If I did that, I had like protected pass pawn on H4. I might not be able to get through. So this is what we're talking. That's what I'm talking about here. But if I play G5 here, I'd be careful not to play H4, basically. H4 is very likely a draw. The way I could probably break through on the queen side. I'm not certain about it. I'm gonna keep that extra tempo in my back pocket here. I'm going to give you a warning, Bob. I'm not going to give you time, I am going to give you a warning. Don't do it again, or I will give you a timeout. We're going to censure Bob, basically. We're going to censor you rather than a full, you know. What do they do to the president again? What are they going to do to Donald Trump? Impeachment. Yeah, we're not going to impeach. We're just going to censure Bob. I think that's the best way to do it. We had too much information. Don't be that specific. All right, man. Let's go on. So we're taking challenges, weird openings today. Exotic openings. We're going to draw a line at exotic, Bob. Vichy the player, Negro Modelo, Dobzuka, Dobasuska. I don't know. It's Dobosuka, Uber driver. So I think just Uber driver is the subscriber to the stream. I just clicked on his profile. We haven't had any donations from Merle this week. I think Merle's mad at me. He beat me last game, and he stopped donating bits to the stream. I knew there was something not right when he beat me last week in the simul. That was a good game, though. It was an instructive end game. I beat myself. All right, so Dim, thank you for donating today. Asterbate, where's the commercials? Asterbate, there's no commercials this week. What's going on with you? I expect those 2 bits every week, man. I mean, that's like a tithing to the chess odds. Did they cut you out? Are you cut off from commercials or something? All right. So, right. What am I doing? I lost my mind. Let's go back to challenges. Damn it. All right. I'm clicking on Gmail. What am I doing here? All right. We've got this challenge from Uber driver. Haven't seen Merle in a few days. I thought he was here one day. I guess he was here for the simul, then he hasn't been on since that. A3 was played. We had B4 earlier. So I would normally play something like G6, and on B4 I have Bishop G7, but I want to play unusual stuff today, so. However, when someone plays crazy stuff, okay, we'll play this super Grob. Killer Grob. Right? It's like the Killer Grob. I never play the Grob. I'm an anti-Grob person, but it's like A3 like justifies the Grob a little bit. So we're gonna go for it. I decided. One of my first ever Grob openings. I don't like the Grob because it weakens two major points around the king side in general. So it's like I play H5 or F5. Grob versus A3. Godzilla versus King Kong. Government shutdown opening. We had the wall opening. The Mexican wall opening. Now we need like the shutdown variation. Alright. Politically themed openings. What am I doing besides talking a lot of nonsense? Try to make the Grob make sense again. Like the Grob ever made sense. Make the Grob great again. Don't even start in, Bob. Alright. Make your Grob great again. D4, good move. Best by test. So it's going to be like a deformed hippo, basically. Yeah, I think I failed. Kind of failed here. It's an extended hippo. I had like this exact position with Alexander Onishuk, except my pawn was back on G6. And I won that. But with the pawn on G5, I'm kind of going over the edge. Now it seems like whereas A3 is not really a compromising move, just a waste of time, G5 really just screams of weakening. There is an IM who plays it as their main opening. But like a real IM, or one of these guys who just like got his title from a zonal tournament in like Antarctica or something. The Antarctic Zonal. Is Queen H5 going to be a problem? Not really. I guess Bishop B7 makes the most sense. Pawn Grover says playing like Ricky Tikitabi. I've never been given that distinction. Never been compared to Rapport. But our one meeting didn't go so well for the guy. Wow, he just suffocates the bishop on B7. But you shut down one, you get the other one for free. This one becomes stronger, so. But I think eventually we're going to have to play H6, which is really bad news. Play knight A6, I guess. I don't know if this is going to work. Bad feeling about this, guys. Uber drivers, uber solid. Oh, Michael Bassman, of course. I forgot that Bassman is an IM. I mean, he basically hasn't played much. Is he even still alive? You never hear anything about this guy. I mean, you know. I never heard about him passing away, but he's been inactive, kind of, for years, I guess. Although I'm not an authority on the life of Michael Bassman. So, Merle, where is Merle? Merle has assumed the personality of Uber driver. What even is this position? This is exotic openings, my friend. I wonder if this move is even worth playing. A5. You will regret it. You will regret this. Yeah, he's playing really well. Uber driver, like, almost held against that grandmaster. No, I am in the tournament yesterday. Played a really good game, but eventually fell apart. Yesterday we hosted a rapid tournament. Uber driver had a tough game, but lost. And chess drew with the other guest I am. Alright, I've got to get my pieces out, so eventually I'm going to have to play something here. This hippo is looking kind of ill. An unhealthy hippo, I would say. Still theory, of course. So Michael's alive. Michael Bassman, Bassmania. Cult. Weird chess opening figure. Alright. So is B4 a thing now? Thing 1 and thing 2. It's a thing. If that's a thing, then we need to do something about that, I think. We have to preserve the option to retreat my dog back to sort of home base here. I wonder if I even should have bothered with knight a6, knight c5. Probably, like, in retrospect, that was a bad idea. That wastes too much time. This is looking really good for white. Actually, I've only beaten Uber Driver once. Those are mostly simul games. Here, maybe I should seriously consider taking with the knight, because it's going to get kicked anyway. The ramifications are many, though. Take with the pawn or take with the knight? Less weakening. More taste. Pennsylvania, you would ask for dippy eggs. I'm not from Pennsylvania, but both my parents were. So indirectly related to that state. The Steegers. Yeah, we're having fun here. I just realized something. Something that's making me unhappy. Oh, wait a minute. Why can't I go here? Like bishop e5. How's Merle doing, by the way? Uber driver. Sunny side up. Yeah, that's what they would say. I never heard about drippy eggs. It sounds kind of gross. Diner, the diner state, New Jersey. The close neighbor of Pennsylvania. Mr. Coffee, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, I got you. Drippy. Droopy. I got you. Much more appetizing than drippy. What's up, guys? We're streaming for, well, this is another hour or so. Weird openings, unusual openings, otherwise known as exotic openings. Guys, is that nasty Tata tournament still going on? Can we say Tata to Tata pretty soon? It's getting kind of old. The Grob has a grip on e5. Grob grip. Grippy eggs. Grippy grouper. Come on, Uber driver, just lose on time. What else do you have for challenges? Subscribers, Pawn Grubber. There's a rated challenge from Jeremy. I'm not going to take that. I don't play rated here on my stream. Challenges between 5+3 and 7+3. Casual, please. I guess it's all going to depend on what Negro Modelo... No, what, I wanted to call him Negro Modelo because he's up in the list. Uber driver does here. It's all going to depend on what he does. The future of my king. Knight d5. Takes, castles. I'm probably castling kingside in most scenarios. Check out the scenario. I could just trade, but it reminds me of my game with that guy yesterday where I was like tortured. The mystery IM, who played. Actually, I looked at the game that I played with mystery IM yesterday, and it was really like literally horrible play by both sides. We both made like a million mistakes. So, just goes to show you. Being a title player doesn't mean you play well. So, key 8. Can I do that? Solid game today, Merle. Nice job. Chicken Tata. Why does that sound so familiar? Asterbate. I'll play with 2 islands. Compact. Oh no. Oh man, I screwed up. This is awkward. How strong is this guy? 2,145 games, 63 games, 1,800 in blitz. Too adventurous for Merle? What? You mean the fact that he played b4, a3 in the opening? The only adventurous move by way was like a3 on the first move. Other than that, it's been pretty like tame, I would say. Limited weaknesses. We should be able to hold on here. It's not real fun though. I'll just offer a draw. I mean, I'm not better here. So I think analysis board will show like black is like a tiny bit worse. Let's see. That was a pretty awful position. worse. It's coming down to reality, though. Okay, it's 0.6. This is fair. A fair evaluation. Queen c2, queen f5, and I can hold the rook endgame. Yeah. Okay. Managed to save a draw against Merrill, but good job, Trevor. Dr. Jekyll rather than Hyde. Let's go on to the next one. Pawn Grubber. So we got all these high-rated players. Well, I mean, I know when I can't win. I mean, it's like that position is just forget about trying to win. You just have to draw. Got to know your limitations, guys. I'm not afraid to allow for some draws with low-rated players. Chess is a game. You know, you can't eliminate draws from reality. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't accept that. I'm back. With fake moves that I miss? What do you mean you're back? You were just here the whole time. You played one very adventurous move on move 1. You achieved a clear advantage, clearly, almost winning, and then you let me out of it. Well, I mean, there's always going to be some tactical position you reach where it's going to be a draw. If it's not a queen endgame, then it's a rook endgame. And whatever. I mean, I'm so happy I had such a bad position there to survive. I turned off the stream so I don't play knight d4. I don't know which position that was. Masturbate, you have 4,000 games, like 100 draws. You're talking about yourself. That's an excellent low draw percentage. I mean, that's too draw. It's too low, though. You know, it means you're like losing a lot of drawn positions. Pawn Grubber. Solancy variation. Yeah, I wanted Zen chess to get mated on g3. Exactly. Okay, you're referring to that, yeah. I don't know, Bob. I played the Grob. I don't play the Grob, you know? The Bob. I don't play the Bob. I should do exhibition. No, not today. No time. Maybe another Wednesday. T-Goggin. Today is not the best day for me. My schedule really won't allow for me to do a simul. But perhaps on another Wednesday, you know, at this time I will. But I do a simul or simul on Sundays at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, back to the action here. So yeah, I'm not really one to snap that pawn. I have a friend who plays this variation religiously with black. We've had a lot of blitz games, but it's been a while since I played it. We haven't played in quite a while, like probably blitz in over a year, so. I've never seen this before. Rook b8. Allowing bishop takes c6, presumably. That's some sort of trap. I'm just going to ignore it and move on. Okay, so this is a rapid game, so we have to use rapid ratings. Pawn Grubber is rapid 2278. He's not a bullet player. Neither am I. Although I guess I could if I wanted to. I don't play bullet in principle. My principles are that the game is more important than time, you know, and very fast time control is sort of cheap in chess. I don't know. I like playing 5-minute, and I don't even mind 3-minute. When you start doing like 1 minute and watching grandmasters hang their pieces, at that point it feels like, you know, chess is masturbation. So I'm not the first person to say that. We'll get Bob riled up now, but bullet chess is chess, you know, the equivalent of that. So I like to play and take my time. I respect Pawn Grubber for being a player who focuses more on longer time controls. But let's see. So where do we go? D2, R2, D2. Guess we don't really have a choice here. Karpovian approach. So, Astrobate, I refuse to draw for and lose. Just imagine you're playing a game for like $5 or something, Astrobate. Give yourself an imaginary motivation. I think the draw is worth 250. I'll take my 250, you know. If they were worth rating points in like real world, I mean, I think my problem is not putting hard enough in better positions. I do a good job of saving bad positions, and agreeing for draws when I'm worse, or, you know. I think my limitation is that oftentimes I will allow draws when I'm better. Against the last game against Driver, I would never agree a draw if I thought I was better, especially in blitz or like an exhibition game like this, you know. But we're talking about a situation where he's actually better, you know. Then I'm just practical and I'm willing to accept a draw. It's crazy to like play for a win when you're worse. Because there's some really good psychological reason for doing that. I mean, I will obviously not agree to a draw against people who are way lower rated. Incompetent players who are 1,000 rating points lower than me, or something like that, you know. But if it's a draw in endgame and it's a 2,100 or 2,000 player, even, I wouldn't hesitate to just agree to a draw. If I think like that heavy piece endgame is just a draw, I don't expect to outplay Uber Driver there. A lot of people just play and play and play and play, you know, but I think there's more valuable things we could do with our time. Playing outdrawn positions. Right. What are we going to do? So there was this Australian guy who made a GM, Norm, like last year. I guess my friend, he played like this. He did like knight back to e2, trying to play knight f4 into d5, which is an interesting plan. But it, at the same time, does take pressure off of b5. So I think Rubber will get out of there. He may be getting it. He might be like get it in likely anyway. So let's try something. But I should probably play rook d1. That was my other idea. Maybe the f rook to d1 actually. Gotta watch out for tactics like knight e5, bishop takes h3, bishop takes h3, knight f3 check, knight f3 check. Okay, I have knight f4. That would cover that. But I'm worried about b5 here. So let's say a6, rook fd1, b5, c a b, knight d5, rook takes d2, queen takes d2, for example. I had a game against someone else in a similar position. Or maybe I do like knight takes f6, bishop f6, and then recapture on d2. That leads to more or less nothing for white, though. Oh my god, what? b5 immediately? OMG. That's some crazy stuff right there. Tell that to Magnus. Right, well, okay. The question is drawing the line. You know, I mean, I want to see Magnus win that position. I agree to a draw with Uber Driver against like a 2600. You know, I just don't think that's happening. I just, you know, complicated end games. Like he beat Mamedyarov now. He won a game. He didn't really beat him, but he won a game against Mamedyarov in Tata now, where. Okay, it was a draw in position, but it was like slightly imbalanced. Like the material was imbalanced, like 2 pieces for rook and pawn or something like that. That's a little different. I think if there's a material imbalance, it favors your chances. I guess I should just stick with the program here. I'll stick with the program. We'll try to stick with the program anyway. It's not really normal to put your rook on b7. But I don't know, man. Who would play that move? That's crazy, dude. I mean, there's no way for me to exploit it, but I still find it to be a really almost demented idea. I would play rook b8 there. b7 is just... I realize there's nothing I can do to exploit it, but it's just like I wouldn't put it there on principle. Asking for trouble. It could be a problem later on. I mean, it could restrict him from moving knight e5, for example. So that's a weird choice. Thanks again to Jim for donating to support the stream, guys. Thanks to all you guys for subscribing. You thought it would be a mouse slip. That's another way of looking at it, yeah. It could just be a mouse slip. You would think so. It probably is. He's taking a long time in this move. It's like a half glass is half full, half empty thing, JCS. Some people view rook b7 as a mouse slip. Some people view it as a creative mind. Rook c8. A mouse slip isn't a mouse slip unless someone is there to snap it off. Is a mouse slip really a mouse slip if no one is there to grab the captured piece? The hanging piece. There's something wrong with my fingernail. It hurts like hell. Something with like the cuticle. Man, ouch. You found all the answers. No, I mean, Magnus's attitude toward draws is really, really, excellent. I think as you get older, we'll see, more concessions in that sense from the Magnus. It is what it is. There's got to be something here for me. The point of rook b7. It's impossible to make progress now. I lost my thread. Where's my thread? I'm like almost lost. screwed this up. He missed e6 there. That's weird. I thought he should play e6. But on the other hand, I don't know how to make progress. e4. It doesn't work. I can play knight c7. Doesn't work. Knight c7, knight b4. It's ridiculous. We'll just voluntarily play this, I guess. How can he be that good at fast chess, man? Wow. I thought he would be weaker in blitz, but he's not making any mistakes. He's 1900 in blitz. He must like flag a lot or something. The only thing I can think of is that he flags a lot. Threatening what? Not like self-pinned. A5 is the best possible. I'm just barely holding. Black's like slightly better now. Is there any way to beat this guy? He's at the door. I guess it's the mailman. That's probably alright. Can deal with the mailman. I'll deal with that mailman. Damn mailman. I hope it's the mailman because I'm not answering it. It's like someone standing at the door. That would be embarrassing. They would ring a second time. The milk compartment on the stoop. Not this one. We had that in my old house, though, in Jersey. Oddly enough, masturbate. on, Grubber. Thank you for the game. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, that was Amazon package arrival. What's up? You gotta be careful with package pirates. So they ring the bell. They didn't used to do that. I'm so sad that we can't get Amazon in Hungary. It sucks. What's in the box? You don't want to know, alright? I can't tell you what's in the box. That would just it would set off a wildfire. Alright, let's get going. Vishy the player, 5+3. Can't discuss the box. I didn't open it, so technically I don't know. Yeah. Amazon. Whatever it is, you can buy it on Amazon. Alright, so I don't know what's in the box, seriously. A lot of orders. I'm not sure which one it is. Alright guys, we're going to be streaming for like another 40 minutes. Till 2:45. Pawn Gruber. Alright. Pawn Grobber. Wow, knight f6. Okay, so what's the deal with knight f6 here? The Chigorin. I always like knight c3 best against the Chigorin. I meant to play a weird opening. Oh no, I forgot. Did I forget to play weird opening against Pawn Grubber too? Wait, what did we play with Pawn Grubber? We played a normal opening? Now I did it again? I'm playing normal openings. What the heck is going on? Wait, what was the opening against Pawn Grubber? I played a normal opening. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys. I started reverting back to like normal. Symmetrical English is not a weird opening. I just realized that. Yeah, occasionally I'll just like, my record will like skip and I'll just go back onto my normal track. I'm sorry. Oops. I'm losing everything. The cap on my water. Alright, so now it's too late though. I think we just gotta, we'll play a new move for the sake of, you know, theory, but just for the sake of being different, I'm going to play Bishop G5, which I've never played before, but it's not a weird opening either, technically. The Chigorin, if I played it, would be a weird opening, but for me to face the Chigorin isn't really a weird opening. Alright guys, let's stick with the weird openings. I had some fun games today, and I kind of got off track against Pawn Grubber. I forgot we're playing weird opening stream. Went back to my same repertoire, the usual repertoire. And then I just continued on that track now. We have a new kind of concept in the Chigorin with Bishop G5. CD is just a good line for white, from what I know. So I intentionally varied here with something new. Rapportian. Obviously, E4 not possible, so it would probably be a little more aggressive playing knight 3 there and try to play like E4 if I could. Is it a novelty? I think now we get black to transpose to a kind of bad Queen's Gambit accepted of some sort. Hopefully. Where bishop is blocked in. You know, that's not really ideal. The Antarctic. We need penguins. I don't know if it's going to be an Antarctic zonal. We need like penguins. But we just got pandas. It starts with a P and it's black and white. What is it? It's Panda. Panda defense. Yeah, I like this for white. Whatever it is, it's a good Queen's Gambit. Bishop d6 and e5. Uber Driver made a good suggestion there. So, the Panda say hello. Antarctic zonal. He's got a scarf on. Chess penguin. Whatever happened to little penguin? One of our viewers. She was nice. Haven't seen her in a long time. Like a year or something. Bishop g3. Alright. h4. And out the door. The penguin chest for Antarctic zonal. My title into Antarctic zonal. I'm an international master now. You can't trust those Antarctic IMs. Especially once the Russians lay claim to some territory. They're gonna start serious chess program in the Antarctic. Try to say Antarctic. All right. Space. The final frontier. I'm just playing with fire. Obviously, black intends to play knight to f5. So I have an answer for that. I have an answer for everything. Tactics. Little pingving. GM title is for life, but can you lose your IM title? They can censure me. They impeach me. Impeach me for being a fake IM. Step up. I just better not screw up my move order here. Making h5 work. It's kind of like a5 in the anti-martial or something like that. a4, a5. Lobster claw. I love to play h4 when I was just until I would play h4, h5 every single game. The tilt sessions. Oh yeah, this looks nasty. Which way do we recapture? With a knight? Because the knight develops a piece. Sort of, kind of. Best move. So, bro. Trying to avoid exchanges and keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on the opponent by not exchanging pieces. If I was here. Yeah, the lichess did take away my IM title. JCS remembers that. I had to get like I had to like appeal to IM another international master to have my title. I don't understand. I'll never know why that happened. It was weird. It wasn't just my title though. Like they stole all my friends. Then my friends list was like completely deleted. It was like a real bug. E5. This fishy guy is pretty tough. He drew 2 games against me already. Were those simul games? They're both blitz. Oh, this is the unbeatable guy. Wait. He's the unbeatable guy. Wow. 1970, my god. I forgot he was unbeatable, though. They were like, Mr. Sparklehorse isn't in the FIDE. I was more upset about my friends list being, you know, being deleted. Because that was really annoying. I had to, like, try to remember everyone I had added manually, which was, like, a lot. Space, the final frontier. This is not really a strange, unusual opening. I accidentally played 2 games with normal openings. We did play a theoretical novelty. Alright, so d5. Knight b6 is his trick. He always has more tricks. Wow. So probably I shouldn't do that. d5, knight b6. It's amazing he has any chances there. Wow. Oh, g4 is just hanging. Probably we should avail ourselves of this possibility to be greedy. I just noticed, like, most people who are 1500, like, the first thing they would have noticed is that pawn is hanging. When you're an international master, what you do is you make it a priority not to see obvious things like that. But anyway, he still has resources here. He can play knight b6. Played queen b6. Something b6. Yeah, I mean, alright. $1900. I just hung my rooks. Oh my god. I didn't realize my rook was hanging. Wow. Okay, that's good. I'm just lost now. Oh, that's sick. I didn't realize my rook was hanging. Well, he just took stuff. Oh, that's a check too. Wow. So he's 2.5. He's gonna have like a perfect score against me. Who's this guy? 1970? Should have my IM title revoked for this game. Oh man, that was bad. Not a victory to be proud of. Pawn Grubbers challenged me again. We have no challenges today. What's up? Pawn Grubber like wants a rematch. He feels like he was cheated. He was cheated out of like a weird opening. I normally don't do rematches. What was that game? That was terrible. That was disgusting. Delete from No, man. I mean, I don't know. Something came over me, and I saw Queen b6, Queen takes b2, but I had this brain fart that I don't know. My rook wasn't in my mind. My rook wasn't hanging somehow. I would have obviously, you know, played it completely differently if I realized that my rook was hanging on a1. Obviously, I'm like, oh well, my other piece is hanging, of course. But for some reason, I just had this blind spot that the a1 rook wasn't hanging. It's very, very strange. Anyway, Mr. Coffee, thanks for the donation for that wonderful game, for the worst game I ever played. I had mate in 1. Seriously? Wait, where was mate in 1? Where was my mate in 1? Someone claimed I had mate in 1. Dude, that was the mate in 1. Black had mate in 1? Queen takes g2 mate in 1? Oh, black had mate in 1. Oh my god. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I was, well, I mean, I was basically punch drunk, you know? I mean, when you hit someone hard enough, you just, like, lose your... Alright, we'll play Pawn Grubber one last time. We'll have time for one more, you know, hopefully one more game after this. This is going to take a while, though, so I'm not sure. You know, hopefully it's not super long. I would prefer 5-3, but we'll try it. Thank you for the prayer. I need a prayer after that. I mean, that was horrifying. But the maiden one doesn't bother me as much as the fact that, you know, at that point I was just hopelessly punch drunk. But it doesn't bother me as much. There's no explanation for why my you know, I can't see my rook is hanging on a1. Like, that's very strange. I don't understand what was... Everything was normal until that, and I was just like, wait a minute. My rook is hanging. Check. When he took it, I realized. I didn't even see it, like, before he took it. He thought for a while and took it, and then it was like, okay, something is wrong with my calculations here. He just said Vichy a fruit bag. Dude, that's ridiculous. I mean, he didn't need the main in 1. He was concentrating on time, which is natural. You can see that. Pawn Gruber. Alright, so, well, let's try this. The c4. The more dynamic way of playing, if there's ever been one. But the Polish opening isn't that great. I mean, he's playing such a solid setup here. Interesting, c6. This is interesting. So if he takes on 4, I might play knight a3, I thought. It's interesting a lot. I just like saying interesting all the time. Man, I don't understand how I cannot... I don't remember the last time I did something like that. I'm sitting there very seriously concerned about my knight on c3, but with no clue about my rook hanging on a1. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe if I lose both rooks with check, I can get some sort of attack going on. But after queen b6, I don't understand why I didn't castle queenside in that position initially. Because that should have defended everything. You know, b2 is all protected, it develops my rook. But I think he had cd, and so he was double attacking before. The immortal game. I don't know what happened. It's not like I'm missing tactics left and right, and I didn't sleep last night. I actually slept well last night. The night before I had sleep deprivation. So my stream yesterday I was extremely tired, but today I feel fine, and I didn't have any coffee in the last couple hours, but I generally see when my A1 rook is hanging under attack, That was weird. I really have no clue. It was like in my mind I was already castled or something. It's almost like that was somehow my mistake. I think at some point, subconsciously, I believed I was like castled kingside. In other words, like my rook was protected by another rook, so it wasn't an issue. That was the thing. I was real concerned about my knight on c3 and what's the best way to protect it. And I saw like I can't play rook c1, so we have to play either move the knight or queen f3. I'm sitting there. Well, if e4, he plays knight takes e5. This is my analysis, like as if I'm looking on a1. You play worse when you're well rested. Well, I mean, I don't know. You're not focused as much because you're just not trying to focus as much. In other words, bishop e4. So pawn Grover is like a really solid style approach. Has a really solid style approach here. It's pretty sophisticated. I think most players wouldn't trend towards something like this because it's mildly passive for white. Black, excuse me. I mean e6, c6, it's slightly passive. But actually it's probably fine. He's playing it like a Caro-Kann, almost French Caro-Kann type style. So this is a weird opening. It's a Polish, which I am no authority on. After the last game, though, I'm a little bit worried about myself. Queen c2 or bishop d3 or bishop e2. Bishop e2, knight e4, castles knight e3. That's bad. So I guess we have to play bishop d3 by default. Or we could play queen c2 first. Take your pick. He just insta-took. Not a lot of options. Now it really looks like a Slav where I've played a4. That's normal. Actually, it looks like a standard Slav, but I played b5 on the white side of a classical Slav variation. Now I can castle. Gotta watch out for knight b6. Probably not a major issue. Well, the only thing I have going for me is the fact that his bishop on c8 is not in the game. Other than that, we don't have anything. We don't have anything. Bishop where? Bishop b3. Bishop b3 leaves my... No, it leaves my other pawn weak. I think I need to stay on that pawn. This is annoying. We need to stay on this pawn is what I'm saying. Bishop d3 is unprotected. Minus 12. We're good. e5. What is happening here? Yeah, that's exploiting my problem with the protected knight on d2. Now this move for some reason, yeah, I guess I saw this and my plan was playing before, but I don't have much. It's like basically equal. This is just equal. We're doing good. So queen takes d4, bishop takes d4. It looks like white's better now. What was it? What was it? Move 11 said that I always trade queens. Every queen trade I see, I'm just magnetic queen trades. But I'm a little bit worried about one thing here. What's that? What I was worried about was actually take c4, bishop takes c4, c5. Kind of a weird continuation, but giving him what is essentially like protected past pawn. I mean, that could be something. The way he played it is different. I mean, I think here now maybe he just has kind of static problem. Just a static pawn weakness. I mean, maybe I'm just better now. Alright, c5 still a possibility, but it's serious. Mr. Serious. As before. Did c5 anyway. Yeah, that makes sense though. Your bishop's bad, but my bishop's bad. Badder. Make your bishops badder again. Kind of an annoying situation here. Super bishop. So what do I do? What does he do? What do we do? Man, this is kind of weird. But I want to kick him out with e4 suddenly. Not sure about g3, but you know what? If I can play e4, I can get his knight off of d5. Maybe that's a step in the right direction. Tata's over. Yes. It's finally over. Yay. Yeah, I'm telling you, Esterman copies everything. I was joking about that. He copied my life. Alright. What's up here with Pawn Gruber? Pawn Gruber. Bishop e5 doesn't do anything. Random moves. Man, I hadn't really just dropped a piece in a while like last game. It feels good to get that out of the system. You made a comment, Falkbeer, sorry. You made the comment about Tata. It was getting old. We saw Gibraltar. Well, Gibraltar is a totally different thing. I mean, Gibraltar is an open tournament. It's not completely open, like the open section is, you know. But it's a different thing. The elite round robin versus the kind of sort of open tournament. For the chess, like yuppies. Gibraltar is for chess yuppies. With a lot of bling. Chess groupie tournament. Chess snobs. Do I have anything here with like trying to resolve this? Pick off the C pawn. The staff is in the chat. Yeah. Feel safer. What just happened? Wait a minute. Dude just there I could have taken on b8 and I didn't. Oh, this isn't normal. Alright. I'm losing my concentration. That's the second time now. What is this? Like I take there? Oh my god. Dude. We just like totally blundered both. I mean, that's really bad. Wow. Wow. That's all I have to say on the matter. That's ridiculous. Man, that's so sick. I just took on b8 and I'm up the exchange and I didn't see it. And like 2 games ago, or was it last game, I just dropped a rook on a1. I don't know, man. What's up? I'm waking up early in the morning. I don't know what my excuse is. I'm not playing enough, that's for sure. Outside the stream, haven't had any time to practice, so it's gonna definitely have an effect on my overall game. I need more practice, guys. The greatest chess advocate at Twitch. HQ. So the point is to play E5, and then we're gonna just put all our money on C5, and just be very happy that we're still here. Basically, thank you for letting me still be alive somehow. The game is still immensely complicated, I think. What I probably have to do is cut his king off, actually, like king f7, and then like rook d1. It's going to be hard for me to... I think you could forget about winning here with white. It's going to be just being careful not to lose. Yeah, this is... I mean, okay, there's one option. I could try to play for a win by attacking. What am I talking about? I'm talking a lot of crap. Alright, we should just play this and take the pawn. That's all there is to it. I was thinking like, okay, king e6. Yeah, to take this before it's too late. Just be glad that you're still alive, basically. That bishop was so strong on b4. You just got to be thankful. Luckily, he doesn't have king d5. Oh my god. Oops. Something's wrong. Alright, I think some confusion about something. Confucius say. I don't know, I'm tactically blind for some reason. Well, I'll just go back to d6. It's all good, right? Von Gruber and I are making plenty of mistakes in our games. It looks like both sides. I might be able to play one last 5-minute game. Gotta send a message. Okay, we need to save the pawns. This was a stupid move, probably. I play king e4 there and improve my position. I'm almost getting mated, man. If he plays king d5 and he plays for the win, that'd be very disturbing. So check rook d5 is nothing. To go for it. I'm not gonna have time for one more game. This will probably be it for today. Just as I say, I'll play one more game. Gotta go. Testosterone, no, I'm not gonna do a 7+3. I'll probably have to leave, guys, to call it. Sadly, I was thinking about playing one more game, but it's a little bit late. So I was gonna stop at 45. It's like 40 at the end of this game. Actually, this could last a few more minutes. It's a theoretical draw. It's a theoretical draw. It's an A pawn, but I have a responsibility to play for a win. I think if it was a... Yeah, probably if it was the B pawn, it would be the more ideal situation. But that's the best, basically. Alright, I gotta go. Anyway, it's probably a draw. I'm not sure if he made a mistake on the last couple of moves. I'm not sure he played most accurately here. I mean, it's probably still a draw. We're a little bit better. But since I have to go, yeah, it looks like a draw. Anyway, I thought it was kind of risky, like his continuation there, weakening pawns a little bit. I don't think he had to do that. So the engine says it's still a draw. Okay, good games. Not really, though. We made a lot of mistakes. Lots of blunders. Anyway, thank you for the games, guys. I will catch you next time. Tomorrow, it'll be Thursday subscriber stream already. And I've got to remember to send a message. So please submit your games for subscriber stream on Thursday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget. We're going to get out of here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Fuchsia, everyone else. JCS, thanks for moderating. Punk Grubber for the games. For the bad games we played. We'll try to play better next time, okay? For the Antarctic International Master, Penguin. So guys, thanks for watching. All right, I just blasted the microphone, sorry. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one, and be back on Thursday with our subscriber stream, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Please submit games to my account here on lichess. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and peace. See you guys later. Bye-bye.